Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and we got a big list of 27 homes coming right off the weekend, and it's going to be a good list. So the first one up is 561 Childs number 28. It's a 234.9, which is basically entry point for these townhomes. The nice thing is that it's a bit less. The trade-off is that you don't actually have like a covered garage parking. So you have a surface parking on this one here. But what happens is when you take the garage out of it, you now have a more square floor plan. And the inside looks great. I mean, it's been renoed. I mean, places like this go for $280 in Mississauga. So really nice stuff. $234.9 is an awesome price. It's a great way to start the list off. 81 Millside is a 3-bedroom condo. It's at $242.5. $549 is the maintenance fee. It includes everything. And you know what? It's not perfect, but I think overall for the value, for the money, I think it's very, very fair. It's hard to find 3-bedroom condos, and I think these are going to hold value as we're seeing the new ones being built, because there's very few 3-bedrooms. Actually, there's a newer one later in the list, and you'll check that one out too. It does have the baseboard heat, which can get expensive, but your electricity is included in your condo fees, and it's nice and close to the mill pond. It also happens to be very close to the beer store, and it looks like it has a nice view over Toronto as well. So nice stuff. I'm really a big fan of these first two listings. Now this one here, 383 Main Street, number 104. If you remember, there's another one over in the kind of Maple Crossing, the new section at 1380 Main Street, and it's listed for $229, and it's a 1-bedroom as well, kind of similar size, but this one's at $244.9. I would pay the premium for something like this, knowing that they're both on first floor. Let's say there's a $15,000 difference, because the condo fees are a lot less here, and so the Green Life building definitely offers that advantage because there's geothermal heating, there's solar panels, there's all this stuff. They're able to actually reduce the condo fees, and I think it's going to be an excellent feature moving forward. And if we take a lesson from the car companies, is that we know that people will not necessarily pay more money for green unless it happens to recover money back in their pockets, and I think that's exactly the case with the building like this. There are going to be a little bit of premiums. We're still trying to see where the float point is, but it seems like there's a premium for the building based on the savings in condo fees. And so nice. You've got your countertops. The floors look good. Everything's clean and tidy. It presents itself well. And that's a good listing. And I don't think being on the first floor is a big deal. Some people don't like it, but I think it's just fine. So Saytalk is $279.9, $363 on the maintenance fees here. And I guess really what you're buying is just a bigger unit. It's got 4 bedrooms. It's got the finished basement. It looks like a bit of renovating in the kitchen, but the pictures really aren't doing a lot for this one, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a good little area there too. 1380 Main Street. This is the one I was mentioning. $329.9, maintenance fees of $339 a month. Actually, this one in Millside would probably carry for the same amount, even though there's a price difference of probably $70,000. The condo fee difference would actually float in a similar range, funny enough. This one looks good. It's not fronting onto Main Street, and it's got nice finishes inside. I love the little extra that they put over here below the window. And the floors look like a better quality hand-scraped floor. Yeah, it's good stuff. This one's a nice little listing. I think it would show extremely well. Prosser Circle's $337.9, and so it's an Amesbury or a Brennan model. It's 1130 square feet, and the photos look like something out of Craigslist, because this looks like you're selling your dining table. Maybe that looks like your kitchen chairs and beds. Like, what are you selling with this home? The rooms are big enough. You get the right camera. You can have some nice angles on it. Yeah, that looks like we're selling our futon and our drum set and our exercise machine. It's just a really bizarre listing. It is in line with what they're typically selling for. It looks like there might be a rec room even that's finished. You can see that from the laminate floor. So it's actually priced pretty well. I just think it's kind of ridiculous photos. Roseheath is a very interesting one, because this is a bungalow that's linked by the ground, and I think there's a real starving crowd looking for affordable bungalows. and so I'm sounding the alarm on this one. Yes, it needs work, but it's a rare opportunity. You don't see a lot of these come out. They hardly ever list. You've got a decent sized piece of property. You've got 3 bedrooms, nice trees in this area, and so they've opened the floor plan up a little bit. Yeah, you got to pull out the kitchen, put a new one in. You can get a nice kitchen if you're smart. You can do it for about $10,000, and you're still in a great place. $350, no condo fees, no nothing. Really nice opportunity. The bathroom, actually, the shower looks like it's got a bit of work done. It's a higher countertop too. So even if you put 20 or 30,000 into this, I think you could stay here, be close to the grandkids. It's very nice. So this is something I think is going to really hit nicely. Wet and Hall Landing is $339. It's a end unit, so a moon seat end, just under 1,300 square feet. I would say one of the better ones that we've seen in terms of the backsplash, the appliances, the floors. It's one of the only ones with an eat-in. And actually a little thing that I like about this is you've got the double windows here with the arches. I think that's a nice look if you're hanging out in the kitchen. So it's the 3-bedroom. The other rooms are not huge, but you can have young kids in there. You can have, maybe a home office or something like that. So nice stuff. That's right in line with where they're selling. Laurie is $374.9. It's a hot listing too. Might be a little bit wider in the garage, which can come in handy for storing things. And the main floor looks really good. The kitchen's been renovated, and I really like the look of the bathroom in the basement. That looks terrific. Nice rec room, and you've got some privacy with the trees there too. So this one's going to hit hard. It's going to get action. I heard it through the grapevine. They may be getting an offer tonight already. Sloan is $389. It is linked by the foundation, so it's close enough to the neighbor. You can see the faces are flush, so it's cheaper for the builders. But basically, it's a detached home through and through. And I think that they've actually opened this floor plan up. You can see this picture here, how it all interacts. I think that's really nice. You may not have a formal dining room, but I think there's some nice upgrades in this one. It's not a huge house, but $389, what do you expect for a detached? London Terrace, $398. And I almost wish I could skip this one because I think it's just the pictures aren't good, the layout's boring. There's nothing here that I'd really latch into. Hobbs Crescent looks really good. It's actually they've quoted the measurements as higher than what I thought. I thought this is about 1,800 square feet total, even with the finished basement. They're saying it's 2,000. If they have the floor plans, then good on them. It looks like a higher ceiling too on the main floor, which definitely helps. Nice cabinets, upgrades, move-in ready, and I think for that reason this one's probably going to go pretty quick. Dills Crescent, $414.9. It's a bigger detached home, so 2 on Dills today. You've got a big wide driveway on this one here. It's kind of long and narrow, but it's not a bad floor plan. The kitchen's a good size, and I think they're going to do pretty well too. Link, but basically a detached home. And Dow Landing, now I don't know if they maybe put something in wrong here, but a detached home, $420. And we're talking about hardwood floors, 2,153 square feet of living space. And they screwed up the measurements. They put it in feet instead of meters. So you end up seeing everything is about triple the size it should be. But this really looks like it should be priced a lot higher. So I don't know what the deal is with this one, but maybe it's a good opportunity. Maybe someone didn't do their homework. So Chutch Match, $429. And so it's a Westgate corner. It's about 17, I think 20 square feet. Nice looking kitchen, very nice floors. These models tend to sell pretty well. They have a nice floor plan. People really like them. They're the end unit. Yeah, they've got a nice little porch here. Now the thing about Chutch Match, when you look at the zoning maps, so here's Chutch Match right here, and then so it's on the south side, so it says residential medium density, then there's high density here, so I'm not sure what's going on. It's beyond the scope of these videos, and I ran out of time to check, but you've got commercial over here, potentially you've got a school somewhere over here too, so there's stuff going on that corner, It's going to be a busy corner, but the nice thing is on Chutchmat you might be close enough to go to the grocery store and all that, so that might work out in your favor. Just be careful of what's around you. Always check the zoning maps. It's so important. Diamond Avenue is $459. There's 3 of these models right now selling for right in the same range, within 5 to 10,000 of each other, and even a couple more actually listed a little bit higher. It's the plan, I think it's the plan 4 from Mattamy, 1,600 square feet, and it's got a front room, it's got the family, then the kitchen. And overall, this one doesn't separate itself from the pack, but I think it's priced right in line with the other guys, and it's competitive. Lord Simcoe, $464.9, and it's kind of a protruding garage, and you've even got the little old portholes on the garage. But I think you could do something to the front to kind of just bring it some life. It's got a lot to offer, I think, inside. The kitchen looks really good. It's kind of open, and you've got a pretty private backyard. You've got a chain link fence, but it backs onto what looks like green space. And it's not that deep really, but it is wide. It's 100 feet across the back, and this one's not going to last long. This is very aggressively priced. 4 bedrooms upstairs make it definitely a strong contender. Centennial Forest, $474. So we look at the one on Roseheath, the bungalow in the lower 3s, and something like this. They're kind of different, but I mean, that's the difference. That's the value in something like Roseheath. This one looks really good. It's got a nice open plan. Got a professionally finished basement downstairs and lots of space, so for the grandkids to come over, all the rest of it, it's nice. So this is a good listing here. Twist Road is basically land value. It's 1.12 acres, about 500,000, and yeah, I think there's a tenant in there now, so maybe something as an investment property. You might want to keep them around. You might want to develop. I think there's some floor plans here. There's a survey. There's a transferable building permit. So if you're looking to build maybe your dream home, that might be an option for you. McCready Drive, $499, and so it's like 2,200 square feet. You can park cars side by side, which is a nice thing, and it's right in line with what typically they sell for. This one's also, I believe, linked by the foundation. Nice kitchen, good floors. And it's all put together really well. They may have photoshopped that backyard, but I won't hold it against them. Duff is $510 for a double car garage with 2,100 square feet. That's really aggressively priced. 9-foot ceilings on the main floor. I think overall this one's really hitting hard. Child's Drive, $574 is this one here. It's got a steel roof. It's a double car garage. It's on the north side of Child's, which means it may back onto some of the stuff on Nipissing, the more commercial stuff. But if the trees, I can see a couple trees back here. If it's private enough, it may be something that doesn't bother you too much. I think staged very well. And now the one shot missing in here is the kitchen. So there is a virtual tour link. It may be in there. It's 150 feet deep. So these are nice properties. You could put a pool in them, and it looks even like it's 2,500 square feet or more. So nice. Landsborough, this is a Chester model, just under 2,500 square feet. And I'm not a big fan of this floor plan. I've talked about it before. I don't think there's a huge area for the dining room. This area here opens onto the bedrooms, so you can't be very loud. And I find the family room just off the kitchen is a little bit small, but people like them. They do sell, and they tend to sell right around this range, so I'm sure these guys are going to do fine. Hemlock is $629, $888, and so kind of that classic old Milton with some renos done. I like the fact that the fridge fits perfectly in here. You've got built-in appliances just over on this side. It's and you've got the eat-in as well. It's a nice listing. The only thing that I could see somebody saying this is missing is a pool, but it's got the floor plan. It's the old Milton with some nice upgrades, and they're going to do well on this one here too. First line is $699, and they left the property guide stuff. I mean, come on, if you're listing a home, take new pictures. It's ridiculous. It blows my mind. So this one here is on 18 acres. The house itself looks okay. I don't know how big it is, but it's nice to potentially even have a pond close by. Baseboard heat would be something I just want to check out. Minto Crescent, no pictures, $739, $888. Looks like it's got a big lot. Looks like it's about twice as wide in the back as it is in the front, and it's about 100 to 105 feet deep. The stucco on the outside, it's looking like it's 2870 square feet. All that stuff is really, really enticing, and I think that based on just on what I'm seeing on paper, it looks like it's a pretty good deal. So we got a lot of good stuff happening. Definitely today, there's a lot of good stuff. 1.55 is this one on 4th line, and so it's got a lot of horse farm stuff. Like it's definitely set up to be for an equestrian lover. It says that potentially there's a tenant who may want to just take care of all the horse stuff. Inside has a bit of the country charm. You can see some of the other stuff, the paddocks here. It's on 48 acres, and these ones are tough to value. You look at land, you look at the home. You don't always get the extra money for some of the outbuildings. So it's more of I think a specific user for this, which generally means you got to hunt a little harder and a little longer to find someone who's interested. So that's the list for today. And if you have any questions, you want to reach out to us, definitely do so. And we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably see you Wednesday because tomorrow I'm on a course all day. I'm actually teaching a course on video blogging. Imagine that, for the 2nd time in a week. So that's what's going on. So I'll probably see you on Wednesday. Have a great day.